Tight turn back early on. Looked like he got 8 down there. This is a fast start. Now, full bore. Whoa. Ah. He was just giving it every chase down to that wall, and there was always the chance of just being a low torpedo across the top bricks. And last fence goes as well. Tough task going first. Big effort there from Max Kühne and Electric Blue P. They know the combinations behind them. It was no good just going for a nice little tour of the park. They had to do exactly what they did. Had it worked, it would have been significant. Time is 35.39. That's going to be really interesting to see how that shakes up in the final scoring. And look at this. Fantastic covering the ground. Just didn't prop quite enough at that wall. And then flattens out the last as well. But Guerdat trying. Could it be back-to-back Rolex Series events for Carl Cook in this new series launched in Rome? Caricol de la Roque. Certainly has the pace as we saw from Rome, and those that follow through his career in the US for the Californian will know he's quick. A little bit of an unstable moment in the first round. Got it back together. Just said wait there coming into this. Fraction quicker. Took the care at the wall. Reaches across. This is going to be very good, and a lot to go for. 34-21. 35-39 from Max Kühne, and of course a couple down, but that was the time comparison. 34-21 from Carl Cook. Could he do it again with Caricol de la Roque? He has every opportunity. But the quality coming up here, I feel there's just a little few inches in there that may be driving here out of that corner into that claret-coloured oxer. Got the space, the trees just breezing alongside that wall, and can afford to take the long shot at the last. Just to the left of shot, Eric Navet, the man who's been the coach behind this man as well, been helping along for a number of years. Spent time based down in the US. Of course, he's a former winner European Championship here in La Baule. Now on to the next of the Americans, and no less of a contender, Kent Farrington and the 10-year-old Greya. Farrington, so brilliant at speed. Greya a little less experienced in this situation though. He will give the horse the confidence, the ride it needs. Fraction slower, half a second. Bit to make up. His elbow's going again. Looking for the line. It might not be enough. It is enough. 34.09. Farrington determinedly heads for the finish. He grits in as ever. Gets the job done. Gets ahead of Carl Cook. 34.21 from Carl Cook. 34.09 from Kent Farrington. Was it just over a tenth of a second? It's not a lot, but it's enough. That's the sport. Greya in the lead. A little care coming into this Rolex double, then sped away, and here he's giving it everything. So Kent Farrington in front with Greya. Kevin Stout now of France, the former European champion, Olympic team gold medalist, 15-year-old Visconti de Talme. Now can the French bring it home? Finished top 10 in the recent Rolex Grand Prix in Rome. A little bit steady there. No. His hopes out of the equation. He was steadier in the early part as well. Not quite the same brash approach as the two Americans taking to the course. Going to leave them on a score of 8:39.08. Kevin Stout of France. Fourth place it stands. Max Kuhner, Electric Blue P, was a lot quicker with his 8 faults, so he goes into third at the moment. Kent Farrington leading Carl Cook in the early stages. Still a lot to come. Go Swiss, Martin Fuchs. Well, number 6. Former European champion. Rolex major winner. From Geneva to Spruce Meadows. Royal Windsor Rolex Grand Prix winner a few weeks ago. Yoniger. Literally praying on the sidelines. Like I said a little earlier, has an amazing support team. So much can be taken off your plate and dealt with you and support you. It makes such a difference. Good tight turn back. Now he's going. Oh, he's got it. Looking to put Farrington under pressure. It's a long reach, too far a reach. Time was going to be good though, 34.66. Leading time 34.09. Lost a fraction of momentum in the final throws there for Martin Fuchs and Yoniger. Kent Farrington has really put them under pressure now. He goes into third. 34.56 from Martin. Farrington leads 34.09. They're in the same ballpark though. Less than a second by that point. He turned back to that Le Ball fence, gave it a real shot at the wall. At the back there, Eric Navet watching on, sunglasses on. Now whether James Cancruz has got the pace here, it was time to test it out. A superb horse. Oh. It's a serious championship ride though. Team Silver last year, not going for that fence. Again, it's not going to be far away for time, but it's going to be so close between that top few. 36.88 on the 4. Gizmo and James Cruz, as he's known. Gizmo, Shane Sweetnam into 4th place. Martin Fuchs in 3rd on a faster 4 at 34.65. Just made up a lot of ground on the way into that Rolex double and just couldn't quite get out. Gregory Wathelet, James Bond. Superb French-bred stallion by Demont de Semy. Second in the Royal Windsor Grand Prix, a class that he's won before now. Again under the Rolex banner. Now just steady. Again, as you saw, Sweetnam giving it a shot in there and just covered almost just a fraction too much ground for them. He's not going with the quite the wing and a prayer approach here into these couple. He's going to put a very good round together. Oh, little play up. He's opting for the clear, 37.79. Not trying to chase Kent Farrington, who has significantly put them under pressure. Greya leads on 34.09. Gregory Wathelet sensibly goes top 3 with James Bond. Really good shot at the wall and then just gave himself the space to get back here. Sensible round, really well ridden round from Gregory Wathelet to go into 3rd so far. Carl Cook 2nd, Kent Farrington number 1, Amando Trapote 8th of the order of 11, Tornado VS. So really the first times this pair is really going to come under this kind of pressure. Top 10 in Madrid. Top 15 individually at the European Championships. Oh, quick in there. No. He's trying to hold off the first part and they were just then completely out of pace. Back we go. Let's finish it off. We'll leave Kent Farrington in the lead. And 1-8 faults in the end, 49.91. Like I say, it was one of the newer pressure moments for this pair together. Amando Trapote and Tornado finishing on 8 faults. Kent Farrington, Carl Cook, Gregory Wathelet still the top 3 in the second of the Rolex Series events. Oh, no. It was coming in there in trouble. There in the hat, the Spanish chef to keep. What does he do? Steve Guerdat, world number 3. On his European Championship winning horse, the 11-year-old Dynamics de Belém. How much does he want to push it? What's the strategy? I've given them a course that is imparts just straight out run. control. Now can go. Getting in the groove. Not sure it isn't fast enough at the moment to catch Kent Farrington. He's going to give it whatever will work, but not go beyond that. Sensible round, unfortunately having the sensible round from Steve. Going to there, all within their limits. Just got high over the Baule fence in the end. 2 left to go. Jérôme Guerdat, the Belgian rider with Kelholm de Hus, the 18-year-old by Kidam de Revel. We'll see road to that fabulous World Championship medal. Was out of the sport for a little while, the horse, and great to see it back and fresh as ever. Former winner of this class. Ooh. He's a fraction slower. He's got ground to make up. He's got a second to make up. Not quite sure how he does that, but it doesn't matter now. Kent Farrington really has put their feet to the flames. And is going to bring them home on the 4:36.94. The 2 Americans at the top, though, that are still staying up there. 36.94 and 1 down into 7th place for Jérôme Guerdat and Kelholm de Hus. Leaves 1 to come. Kent's just put them under so much pressure. 1 or 2 working about how far they want to go out of their comfort zone to get to him. Pierre Schwitzer, Scarlina de TGZ, the 10-year-old, less experienced mare at this level. One of the most experienced riders in the world on the back. Last to go in this Rolex Grand Prix of Baule. Wide enough shot there. Good try, but it's slow. Farrington's got this done. Schwitzer playing for places. Whoop. Like I say, on a 10-year-old that hasn't had the full test at this. He goes wider there at the Baule fence. This is a sensible round for what he's trying to do. Did the best they could do, and so 40.21 Pierre Schwitzer and Scarlina will go into 4th place overall, so it works out well for them. Steadiest of the clears, gets ahead of Martin Fuchs, who'll finish in 5th, but it's a win for Kent Farrington this time. The Americans taking home the first 2 of the Rolex Series events so far, with Carl Cook in Rome and now Kent Farrington, the Rolex testimony, winning with Greya here in France. Smile on Pierre Schwitzer's face. Not displeased with the day at the office, and so all ready for the presentations here for this Rolex €500,000 event. Kent Farrington brings it home here in Le Baule with Greya. Carl Cook in second. Caracol de la Roque, he's been first and second so far. That's a very good run. Gregory Wathelet, Bond, James Bond de Hay. Pierre Schwitzer finishing in fourth place in the end. Scarlina de TGZ. It is top 5 for Martin Fuchs and Leon Iger. Sixth place for Steve Guerdat and Dynamics, both on the 4 faults there. Further down to Shane Sweetnam, also on the 4, James Cancruz. Jérôme Guerret, Kelholm de Hoos finishing in 8th. Max Kuhner down there further to be part of our top lineup. That's it from Le Baule. Thank you very much for joining us. Presentation is coming up. A really exciting jump off, and let's take a look between the two Americans, because there was barely a heartbeat between the two. Turn back here, and like I said in the round, it was Farrington making up in the latter part of the course. Out of here, again he was about a second behind, and then they set sail. Farrington slightly behind at the wall. Here's the turn back. He's making up ground. This is where he just squeezed it. And you won't spot the difference really, because it is 0.12, so just over a tenth of a second. So close though. Kent making up ground in the final run there, and just squeezing it down for the win in the end. So congratulations to Kent Farrington.